25-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Right to the air, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Williams in motion. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
His kick is good. Next to score, Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's McCarthy. Off he goes. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. A carry now for Chandler. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shaheed in motion. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Detroit. From the gun, it's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That is caught! And he'll take it on in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And the reception for Chris Conley. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Oh. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone. It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up.
And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Gordon Mason. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be caught in the end zone. Of all the unlikely plays to see, it winds up being good for 2 points. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Williams in motion. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Goff to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. Goff to throw on first down. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be taken down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the screen.
To the goal line and in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Goff has his offense ready for this two-point try. He'll drop to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Riker down on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will up it to a 2-point lead. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Vikings have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles, so often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That's caught by Chandler. A pickup there of 13. First down, Minnesota.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they...
He is in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. Got it. The Vikings will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Catch is made, that is Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Goff. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He runs with it. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch.
And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and None of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment. And he had no choice but to throw it away.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Williams in motion. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. On the ground is Mason. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Can't fault the effort. He got half a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. A run. And here's Mason. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. I'm this play caller. I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot